point, we should talk about the mad honey.
Yeah. Well, that's how you and I got in touch recently.
Right.
Yeah. You saw us talking about mad honey on the show, and you reached out and said, I'm actually right now harvesting mad honey.
Yes.
You sent me a photo of you actually doing it right there.
I'm going to grab some from my bag right now.
Okay. And this mad honey, you were in Tibet? Is that where you get it from?
This was in Nepal.
Nepal.
Very close to Tibet. This is it. Now, this looks like store-bought honey because there's a label on there. What that truly is I transferred the honey to this grocery store bottle, so if I went through customs, I wouldn't have any issues.
Good move.
But that is the same honey I showed you in the video. So if you look at it, you can open it up. You'll see a couple things. You'll see it's a little bit more liquidy than typical honey, typical golden, in the bottle shaped like a bear honey.
And this is supposed to be the honey that makes you trip balls?
Yeah.
Does it?
So I think we should try it in a moment.
In a moment?
Are you willing to try it?
Yeah, I'll try right now.
Don't try it right now.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. A little bit of build up, a little bit of backstory. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm very controlling.
It's okay.
So you see it's soupy, you see it's red.
Yes.
I went to Nepal. Some people know how this works already. These, the honey, I just think we should explain where the honey comes from.
Right.
The honey comes from these cliffs. There's different places
Show
around the world.
Do you have a video of you doing it yet, or is it not released yet?
Not released
So
yet.
we can find a video of them harvesting mad honey because it's really fascinating how they have to do it.
Yes. So it was about maybe a 12-hour drive from the capital of Kathmandu that we went to this village of maybe 500 people, and we joined these guys as they collected the honey. And they don't have like honey boxes. The honey is on the mountain sides. And they basically risk their lives taking these ladders. They have these ladders, these rope ladders, and the reason they need rope ladders is because they need to be able to hike sometimes up to several hours to go to where the honey is.
Whoa.
The honey's not conveniently located. It's located wherever the hell the bees put it.
Keep playing it, Jamie.
And so they take these rolled up ladders and they string it on the cliff. They climb the ladders or descend from the ladders, and then they have to carefully use these long sticks to cut the honeycomb off of the mountainside. Before doing that, they put some pegs into the honeycomb. So this is like a big, flat, protruding honeycomb coming from the mountainside. And then eventually they cut it off and they lower it down. The people on the bottom then collect the honey and they can start to process it. So there's a couple things that are interesting here. One is like the collection process, which is dangerous and just kind of unbelievable. I mean, one of the scariest, you see all these bees here. I had to wear the bee hat. Nobody messes around. Everyone wears the bee hat. As soon as they get the smoke going, these bees go insane. And you see thousands of bees stinging the shit out of everything and everyone, trying to get through people's clothing. And, when bees sting, their stinger comes out.
Right.
So it's all just a kamikaze mission for all these different bees.
And so all these people are getting stung.
So they had the appropriate clothing.
But their hands.
My guide, who wasn't used to being there, got about 4 bees inside the hat, and that's never what you want. And so their solution was to reach to his hat inside the net and pinch the bees inside, rather than trying to get them out. They just killed him inside.
Oh.
And so when they got the honey, for example, you could see here they're dumping it out of the basket. There's going to be tons of bees and honey mixed together. When I flew my drone there, I landed the drone and it was wet with bee body parts. I must have shredded 1,000 bees just with my drone.
Wow.
So they are on the defense. And before you go there, before you put the smoke, the honeycomb is black because it's completely covered by the bees. But after the smoke comes up, it reveals the actual yellow honeycomb underneath. So that's one interesting aspect to this. But
so the smoke is to try to calm down these bees, right?
to repel them, to make them leave.
So how do they do that? They start fires at the base of the cliff?
Yes. And these guys are so badass. They know how to start a fire and basically put it into a makeshift backpack and then carry it up.
Boy.
So they're carrying smoke on their back and then dumping it at the base of the cliff.